Hello, I hope you can see this all right. It's very, very dark today. We're in the midst of a storm here. So it's very rainy, very windy, and not a lot of natural light. So I hope you can see what we're doing. Continuing with the autumn journal, we have finished the ephemera, so I thought I'd have a flick through of that with you, and then we'll do a final flip of the journal itself. So I'll just have a run through here. So we managed to finish stitching and adding the finishing touches to all of our ephemera. Let me zoom you in. Yeah, my hand's creating a shadow there, so I'm going to try and go from this side and not bounce you about everywhere. So yeah, lots of pieces of ephemera that we managed to finish. Lots of little tags. I think you saw the majority of these. All handmade, all really simple, easy to put together, and hopefully within the colour theme and sticking within the vibe of the journal itself. We then took one of these, I think these are sample digitals. They're like haberdashery ones, if you can see that all right. And I took some of the fabrics that we'd put in the journal and attached those as a little fabric sample. I thought that would be fun to pop in. This is an embossed tea-stained journal card that I added some gilding paste on the top of, and then a few bits and pieces fabric and such. That's a nice big card to pop in. These two I put together on a TikTok, which I can post actually. It's only very short, 10 minutes long, but yeah, I'll post that as well actually, so you can see how I put these together if you are interested. The rest of the bits and pieces, and so this is all the handmade stuff. The rest of the bits and pieces that I'm going to pop in are vintage. So I'll just run through these with you. So we've got a vintage postcard with a picture of a little boy or girl, not sure. All wrapped up, looks like a boy I think. All wrapped up in toasty warm, and I thought that was cute to pop in. This was going to be one of the options for the cover. I just liked the sort of yellowy tones of the image, if you can see that. So that's going to go in. And same with this. This is another one that was nearly the cover, with some gorgeous French text on the back. So I'll pop that one in as well. I've got a little printed fabric seed card here, which I just thought might be nice just to pin in. I'm going to trim it down to get rid of the purple from the edge. But I just thought that was, again, the colours sort of go. So I'm going to trim that down and pop that in just as a little flip somewhere. I've got a couple of just aged pieces of paper and documents that I thought were nice. There's that little skinny one. And then there's an invoice. Again, the colours, I just thought that worked quite well. This I'm going to back. This was a thank you card from a lady that I purchased something from on Etsy. I can't remember who she is. I don't know why. I'm trying to think. I wrap my brains. Debbie, I can't remember. I'm really sorry, Debbie. But I'm going to back that and pop that in as well. This is a vintage seed packet that I'm going to have as a little flip with some goodies in there. So I thought that was cool. I've got some telegrams here. I'm going to have a look through them and pop one of these in as well. Again, the colour tones I just thought worked really well. So I'm going to pop probably the one that's not drawn on as much in there. I've got a playing card. Again, the colours I thought just worked, and I've gessoed one side of it just to give you somewhere to write on. I've got an old cardboard thread bobbin that I thought might be a nice little tab, or maybe a little tuck spot or something, so I'm going to pop that in. A couple of really old tickets. These are really aged quite beautifully, and so I'm going to pop at least one of those in there. This is, somebody's stamped this using one of the like little book plate press things. There's no age on it. Cabinet Craft Leeds Limited, which is that's where I'm from, Leeds. So I thought that was, again, just the colour tones just worked. And then another little vintage letter. This is from Poppy Day, Remembrance Day, obviously November. So I thought that was just quite apt to pop in as well, and some nice font on there. So yes, so this is what's going to go in. I'm going to put that all together now, and then I will come back and show you a quick flip through. Okay, so we've done. we finished filling the journal and we'll have a little flip through, shall we? So obviously we remember the front, remember the spine. We went for autumnal theme. Chose the Cinderella postcard with the pumpkin and the nice colour tones, and I think everything works quite well. So if we dive in, first page, we've put, I thought I'd put the sample digital with the little fabric sampler that way, just to have that bit peeking out at the top. I hope you can see this because of the pants weather. So that one's there, a little sampler. And then we've got a few little Diddy book pages, some botanical pages. This is part of the envelope, and we've got a little tag in there. I won't pull absolutely everything out because I want this to be a bit of a surprise for the new owner. So we've got a tag in there. Just even the colour tones and the old tape, and yeah, love it. So we've pinned the telegram to that page. And there's another tag on the back. One of the little postcards. This one here, this paper is an end paper out of a really old book, and I just love the tones of it. Just all those neutrals together, if you can see that, I just think they work so well. Such a shame it's so dark. One of the little handmade tags there. This is some of the papyrus, and I've just popped one of the vintage invoices in there. Some lovely font on that. Pop you back in. Music paper, avocado paper, lots of trim, some old ledger in the centre, and I've just popped a little card in there as well. This I created into a little tuck spot, and I've just popped a mini tag in there. Music paper, some old papers, wallpaper, tea stain paper, another tag, another card, the other side of that end paper. The postcard I've pinned in, and I've put the other one at the back. Made another little tuck spot just for that old Poppy Day letter, the Remembrance Day letter. See, again, just all those old papers and tones together, I just think looks so pretty. A little tag in there. Some more of that gorgeous trim. And then the second signature. Oops, that's actually attached to that paper. And there's a tag in there as well. That's some German book page, sheet music, part of a little envelope, and I've put a few little goodies in there. Another tag, another postcard. Some really old papers in here. The envelope, I've popped a little tag in there as well. I decided to add this one in because I liked the trim, and I liked we used this paper on another one, on another piece of ephemera that we made, so it sort of sticks with the same tones, and I just wanted something a bit bigger and a bit more imposing. And then I've added one of my die cuts on avocado paper at the back and put that underneath it. I just liked the way that font sort of came through. I don't know if you can see that at all. Avocado paper, then more papyrus, yeah, doubted myself then. Avocado paper, ledger, oh, there's the other one, there's the other little card. I knew there was another one somewhere. I was letting that dry. That's another gessoed card, just to pop in there. Tea stain paper, avocado, book page, craft paper, part of the other side of that envelope. Obviously you can attach something to that yourself, you can insert something. Let's put something in there, shall we? What can I have in there? Bear with. You're too big. I don't like an unfilled pocket. That bothers me, that. Hang on. Go through my stack of ephemera here. There were a few that I sort of put to one side that I decided not to go with, but so I had a couple of these letters that are just the colour tones and the fonts, but I disregarded them because they're not autumnal. The dates don't work. I mean, August, that's nearly. Should we have that? That's from 1924. Should we pop you in there? Let's pop you in there. There we go. Can't have an unfilled pocket. Botanical page, another little flippy flip with a little tag. The fabric I just trimmed, oops, and added in there, keep knocking that. And as you can see at the back, obviously I haven't pinned that in because, I mean, it's quite big to pin in. I could pin it down at the bottom, at the top I could pin it at the bottom, but I thought I'd just sit it there, just as a little thing at the back. And that's it, that's your lot. Cool, so I hope you like it. I'm going to be popping it up for sale on Etsy. Yeah, I'm really chuffed with how this one has turned out, and lots of vintage bits in this one, which is nice. I like when we use a good mix of old and new. I think that's nice. So cool, thanks for sticking with it. Alrighty, bye bye.